Social media isn't the only encyclopedia that will give you knowledge. Social media isn't the only encyclopedia that will give you knowledge. It is totally a time wastage. Greetings to everyone present here. Today I'm Daksh, humbled and thankful to you all for having me here on this prestigious platform. Today I'm here to talk about the effects of internet, especially social media on our generation. How it has shaped our generation in more ways than we even realized. So let's begin with a quick question. How many of you check your phones the first thing in the morning when you wake up? Answer is almost all of us. For the majority of us, the last thing which we do before sleep is also to check our phones. In fact, studies show that 77% of the people access their phones whenever they have free time. On an average, we spend between 3 to 4 hours on these internet bits, such as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat or TikTok. Now, why this is relevant? Why I'm even talking about it? Is because we noticed some interesting phenomena linked with smartphone usage. We noticed that the average attention span of human has gone down to 9 seconds. Just 9 seconds. It's linked with a phenomenon called instant gratification. Now how does that occur? Well, there's a chemical called dopamine that's released in your brain whenever you experience this instant burst of happiness. Whenever a notification strikes on your phone, you get excited to see it, don't you? That's dopamine. For your knowledge, dopamine is the exact same chemical released when you drink alcohol, smoke a cigarette, or gamble. And it shows highly addictive behavior. Today's youth does not understand that social media is running their lives. We need not to be afraid of a zombie apocalypse when we are already a zombie on our phones all the time. The time is near that will end the humanity and social media would become a social icon. All of our would be slaves. All of our country's currencies would be converted into social currencies. Is that likes, shares and comments. People do not think this way that social media unsocializes them. They just think via social media they get socialized. Sean Parker, one of the Facebook's earliest investors, said this in an interview. Facebook's earliest mission was to consume as much as your time and attention towards us. And we were successful. He also said we were exploiting the vulnerability of humans. So, by this sentence, all of you can conclude that these apps never had a mission of making a community of us or bringing us together. These apps just had a mission of making money through our basic needs. Studies show that social media leads to anxiety, depression, poor sleep, and the worst societal cases increased 70% from the past. Social media is very good in providing that one thing that we all love. Filters. Not that cute Snapchat dog filters that we send to each other. It's way too different. We filter our very own lives on social media before projecting it. We showcase the happiest of ourselves, the best versions of ourselves in it. Sometimes fake versions of ourselves in it. Why do we do that? Just for getting likes, shares and comments? It's just a number, guys. It's just a number. And these numbers can't predict who you are. Nowadays, wherever you go, there will be phones all around. Whether you go to a restaurant with your friends or take a ride in the bus. This is because we all are addicted to our smartphones. It's just like the addiction to drugs. As whenever you are depressed, you open social media, start liking it, get addicted to it. And what does phone addiction do? Cause more depression, even more depression. Now, when we instantly prioritize these instant gratification giving apps over something productive, that is our long-term goals, something like a tug of war situation, there, for of course, your phones win. Now, it is a big problem and how to deal with it in 3 simple steps. Step number 1, identify that you are an addict. Accept it and acknowledge it. Step number 2, talk to your friends and family about it. Seek help and advice to tackle this problem. Step number 3 and the last step, moderation is the key. Moderate the use of your smartphones with activities you do per day. So, at last, I would like to state that social media isn't the true master, and don't let it make your life a disaster. Thank you so much. With this, I'm Daksh signing off.
All right, keep standing.